Hello, everybody. All right, this is Nick. I am the general manager of Stray Cats, if you don't know that already. Here I am to give you a quick tutorial on how to use the updated version 1.44, our very latest. It is something that you absolutely must do for all your shells or kittens, same thing. And your live cats, please. It does move them onto the new server. We are having a major server migration, and we need this really done by November 1st, please, of this year, 2020. So, without further ado, let us go. In your inventory. By the way, these circles are just for demonstration purposes. I just made them to the same size so you can see the sizing of the circle. I'll show you. So in your inventory, you should have received a folder for version 1.44 updater. We're going to grab the updater and we're going to stick it out over here. And come on. There we are. And I'm just going to center it on that circle. There you go. Nice and neat. Please, please read this note card that is in your inventory in that folder as well. Okay? All right. So the first batch we're doing is little kittens or unborn kittens or shells. Some of you have been around a very long time. We've had a few different kinds of ways we name these, but we are now referring to them as kittens. All right? So here we go. I am simply going to click the updater and you will get a menu. And as I said, this time I put shells or kittens in here. So I am going to choose kittens from the menu. It is scanning and it finds that there are 10 of them. And one by one, it will replace each and every one with a version 1.44, fresh from the server. There you go. And these are now nicely and neatly sitting on our new server. Ta-da! Excellent. When sometimes if you have cats very close to the outer rim of this circle, you know, within a couple meters, it may do them as well, because it does actually sense just outside this area, just a hair. Sometimes the very last kitten, I'm looking, yeah, gets stuck in the box. It didn't want to come out, I guess. Oh, there's 2 of them. All right, but it is in fact all done. It no longer has any count on it. And you can see these are both 1.44s. And if we click on them, they have menus. So they are good. And you are good. Those are all done. Now let's do some live ones. Moving the updater, that's the simplest way to do this. I'm just going to move it over here. Shifting my view. And here are some lives that I put out. These are permas. It doesn't matter. I mean, permas need to be done as well. And it doesn't matter if your cats are pregnant or in cool down or babies or whatever phase they are in. It makes no difference. You do need to update them. Pregnancies, if a pregnant cat, it will continue its pregnancy as normal when it's finished updating. Everything will be as normal. Although, watch this. Okay, so this time we're doing lives, right? And I'm going to choose cats. And it's going to look and it finds 7 of them. And one by one, it's going to replace them with new ones. This little itty bitty one though, don't mind that one. That one actually has been potioned to be kitten size. But you will notice when they come out the server, they come out itty bitty bitty bitty. That is normal. They will come out kitten size out of the updater, but they will fully function as normal. So if they're pregnant, if they're ready to mate, it makes no difference of their size. They will do it as normal. All right, so don't be bothered by the size. It'll take about an hour and they will go back to their normal sizing. All right? So one more. There you go. And ta-da, we're all done. Okay, something that you need to remember for these new 144 version, and that is that here, well, it's done. And I'm going to change the hover text on that one to stats so you can see they are 144s now. Yeah? The 144 cats, they cannot eat from your old food bowls. They do need new food bowls. Okay? There is a version 3 food bowl that is now out. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to get those, but also how to properly delete your old ones. All right? So let's have a look really quickly in our inventory, and I'm going to find a regular old 143 type food bowl, right, which was version 2, and we're going to res that out. Okay, and I'm allowing permissions over there, and you can see we had a variety of different kinds, so this particular one is that one. Okay. Every single food bowl that's been working out in the world has a little tiny bit of kibble in it. And if you right click, and if you edit, and if you look at the bowl, you will see this one has 660 little bits in it in the description line. You see that? Okay. You want to save that, right? You don't want to lose it. You want to put that back on the server. In order to do that, you have to use the bowls menu to delete it. Okay, because we don't need these bowls anymore. So I'm going to click on the bowl, and I get this menu. And I'm going to delete the bowl here. And it will vanish, and it will put the foods back on the server in your account. Yeah? If you just right click and delete it, then that little tiny bit of kibble is lost. Okay? Now, how do we get new ones? You can always go, I'm bringing the HUD in here so I can show you. You can always go to HQ. There is a bowl giver there. But through your HUD, the new 144 version, you can use the menu and you can get bowls there. So let's click menu, and you get this. And there's get food and get milk. Yeah? So let's get the food bowl. Then it comes up with this. And we will accept that bowl. And let us go look really quickly. There it is, version 1.3. Version 3. And I'm going to res it out. Okay, so the very first time, you have to allow permissions. They're always on the upper right corner of your screen. The very first time you res out a bowl, a brand new bowl, sometimes it needs to be res twice. All right, so I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to put it back down. I'm going to allow the permissions, and now it's all connected. All right, so we see it's fine, perfect. And right click, edit. By default, a brand new bowl, they loaded up with 1,000 little bits of kibble in there. Yeah? So, there you go. These are version 3. This is what all your 144s will need to eat with. All the other version 2s you can delete properly. Alright? You don't need them anymore. Milk is the same. Do the same with milk. So what can I tell you about this updater? Well, most of it is under the hood, so to speak. We did, what do? We did change the color of the pregnancy pink because a lot of people could barely tell that it was even pink. So we did that. And the characters, you now have 26 characters you can use to name your cats versus the 20 that were before. And there's some other stuff, but it was, like I said, under the hood for future advancements that we plan on. and of course to migrate them to the new server. So, but that was first and foremost, wasn't it? So please, please read the note card that's included. It explains a lot of stuff. And yeah, there you go. That's how to do it. Have fun.